Now look at tonight's other top stories. Dozens of people, including women and children, were killed in an Israeli airstrike today on a UN school complex in central Gaza. CBS's Kris Livesay is in Tel Aviv.
Israel Defense Forces say they were targeting a compound that was housing fighters from both Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad. That compound, they said, was inside a UN school where thousands of civilians were sheltering. Israel insists it was a precision airstrike that took days of planning to avoid the loss of innocent life. In the chaotic aftermath in a hospital in Gaza, Norah, CBS News was shown children among those wounded and killed. Why is this happening to us, says this woman. May Allah avenge us.
New murder charges today for the suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer, now accused of killing 6 people on New York's Long Island, some of the murders dating back decades. CBS New York's Carolyn Gusoff was in the courtroom today as new evidence was revealed.
Rex Heuermann showed no emotion in court today, Norah, as the new charges were unveiled. Prosecutors say they connected the 60-year-old architect to the deaths of Jessica Taylor in 2003 and Sandra Castillo in 1993, partially through DNA from hair. They also described a chilling document they called a manifesto found on Heuermann's computer.
It was utilized by Heuermann to methodically blueprint and plan out his kills.
Heuermann has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
And we're getting the results of new crash tests for 3 of the nation's top-selling large SUVs. All had room to improve, but the Ford Expedition and the Chevy Tahoe earned low marks in several key safety categories, including crash protection. CBS's Kris Cleave explains the findings.
Norah, it was a big win for the Jeep Wagoneer in the latest round of Insurance Institute for Highway Safety testing. It scored the top safety pick ranking. The Chevrolet Tahoe and Ford Expedition underperformed in a front crash test more than 90% of new vehicles have scored well on since 2021. And in new tests focused on crash protections for rear seat passengers, IIHS found all 3 showed a risk of chest injuries in a collision.
When manufacturers do not perform well in these tests, they quickly pull their engineering and design teams together, make the changes.
Ford and General Motors say they are confident in the safety of their vehicles.
Good information thanks to our CBS News teams across the globe.